Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you may be coming from in the world. I am your host, Daniel Carmack. And today, last week, we talked about the number one thing that you needed to ensure that your strategies worked to grow your business, right? Well, this week, we're going to talk about the number one strategy to use in order to grow your audience, all right? So, as always, just a little housekeeping. As you're joining me, make sure you drop your name and where you're coming in from. And if you're watching this on a replay, just put in hashtag replay so I can come back in and give you a shout later on. I hope everyone is enjoying their their Independence Day weekend. And, I'm enjoying the sun here on beautiful Long Island, New York. So just let me know where you guys are coming from, and let's get right into it, okay? So what I'm going to share with you today, guys, isn't going to be a surprise to you. However, I think some of the numbers are going to shock you a little bit. Well, they did me, at least, once I did the research, and found it. So that's why I wanted to make sure to come in here and share it with you today, because as an entrepreneur, we have to stay on the cutting edge, and we have to know what is going to be worth our time, if you will. Okay. So all of the efforts, as an entrepreneur, there's just not enough time in the day. That's the bottom line. There's always another ad that I need to create. There's an image that I need to tweak. There's, stuff going on in your personal life. I got to tend to the kids. I got to get to a game. Some of you that are doing, an online business part-time while you're still, in your civilian, job or your career, that every second is important. So knowing how to approach your business in a strategic standpoint to make sure that every minute that you save growing it is beneficial, I think is very important. So those are the things that, I want to make sure to share with you guys on a weekly basis. Okay. So let's get right into it, guys. The number one way to grow your audience. What do you think that is? Social media. Okay. Social media is going to be the fastest way to do that. But what are we talking about specifically when it comes to social media? Very simple, guys. I'm doing it right now. It's videos, okay? And what I'm going to go through is I'm going to go through some stats, and I'm going to show you how videos compare to other posts and content. And then I'm also going to give you 7 tips on why these could be very beneficial for you. Okay. So to make sure that I don't ramble on and I don't miss anything, because I have a lot of great information that I'm excited to share with you. I wrote myself some notes. So if you see me, dipping off here and there, I just want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. So number one, and it's no surprise, guys, Facebook is, the leader in the social media platform, and social videos on social media, or on Facebook, perform hands down better than any other content. If it's a static post or if it's just a word post, there's nothing wrong with, posting memes and motivational things like that. I do it every day. However, live videos, hands down, is the winner when it comes to social media posts in that regards. Okay. And guys, we're not only talking about Facebook here. I'm going to cover some of the leaders in the social media industry. So when it comes to Twitter, okay, tweets with videos get 10 times more engagement than other tweets. Okay, that's 10 times more people, liking, retweeting with comments, and engaging you with your tweet. Okay, LinkedIn, for the guys, for the professionals out there that like to use LinkedIn. LinkedIn users are 20 times more likely to share a post on LinkedIn that has video attached to it. So, that increases your reach and your exposure to other people, because when when someone sees you, they've liked you, they connected with you on LinkedIn, and they see something and it's valuable to them, then they're 20 times more likely to share that with somebody that they think could benefit from what it is you're providing as well. All right. Pinterest. Now, Pinterest users are 2.6 times more likely to make a purchase. All right. Now we're talking about a buying decision here, guys. Okay. So they are 2 times more likely to make a purchase after watching a video. So if you are one of the individuals that likes using Pinterest and you're on there, Pinterest has a lot of good stuff, especially for entrepreneurs, guys. If you're one of those, making sure that you have video added to your post and what you're putting on Pinterest is going to get you 2.6 times more of a chance of somebody buying a product that you're advertising. So that's just the start. And I wanted to show you why videos are so important to your online social media strategy. Okay. Now, online videos will account for more than 80% of consumer internet traffic, which is then followed by, what are we here for, right? We have a business that is then followed with a buying decision. So 80% of all consumers make a decision after they have watched the video and feel like they're educated in the product that they are interested in. Okay. Now, again, that's huge, guys. If you think about it, that's a large portion of what it is that we're here to do, and we're not here to sell anything, but we want to influence people to the products that they can benefit just like we have. Okay. There's 100 million hours of video watched on Facebook every day, guys. 100 million. Okay. So if you're not there, then somebody else is. It's just that simple. Okay. So if you're getting out, I understand that people are scared and nervous about doing videos. Just a little, quick background about me. I went through training through the military to be an instructor. I've been in leadership roles for, quite a few years, the better part of my career, almost 15 years now. I've been in leadership roles, and I've constantly had to talk in front of people, give instructions to people, and, different things of that nature. But guys, when I first started doing videos, I was scared to death, man. I really, I think my first video was about 2 minutes long, and it took me about 6 hours to create it. Okay. So I totally get it. And I totally understand how, making video can be nervous. And then, let's take that to when you get on live. So I got to where videos were good with me. I could shoot a 15, 20-minute video in about an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on what type of props and things like that I wanted to use. However, once I graduated, if you will, right, to live videos, guys, I was terrified. There is no retakes there. You can't cut it and start over. Once I start stumbling and I fumble the ball, well, I just got to pick it up and get running again. Okay. So, I totally understand how, doing videos, if they're pre-recorded, hey Darby, how are you? Good to see you. I totally understand how, it can be scary, but guys, doing videos, whether they're pre-recorded or if they're live, is just like riding a bike. It's just like running. It's just like swimming. Anything that we do, guys, the more you do it, the easier it will become. I promise you. And the easier you will be, or the more you'll be comfortable doing those type of things. Okay. So don't let that hold you back. That was the whole point of that whole story there. Right. So if you are a little hesitant about it, if you're a little fearful, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Okay. Just don't let that be the determining factor that holds you back. Remember, 100 million. All right. That 100 million hours of video. So don't let that hold you back in your business. Okay. Now, video posts have 38% higher engagement rate, has a 38% higher engagement rate. So like here, when I'm on, when I'm on a Facebook Live, I can engage, I can engage you, I can ask you questions, I can ask for your feedback, and, it gets people involved, and people, we're social animals. So we want to be involved with something, and we want people to, we want to feel like we belong. So doing the live videos, if it's on, because you'll notice a rash of different platforms are allowing for live video content now. You can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Twitter, you can do it on YouTube. LinkedIn has a option for you to go live. So doing video is extremely important. And again, you may not want to jump in the deep end and jump out into a live video right out of the gate. But just keep in mind that that is eventually where you want to progress to. That's where you want to go. And, your live videos is going to gain you more engagement. Okay. Now, this next one, it kind of took me back, and I had to look, and I had to double, I had to do a triple take on it, okay? But Snapchat users, guys, okay? Snapchat users watch 10 billion. That's billion with a B. 10 billion videos per day, okay? And that just blows my mind that there can be that much, going on in the world. But, hey, it is the internet, and, so that's definitely something that you want to put in your kit bag, and, you want to keep for future reference, okay? And then, as you know, YouTube is it's a video platform, and YouTube still leads the market globally with 83% of content, source content being video. So, there's a couple of different ways, and one of the strategies that it's a different topic, but one of the strategies that that I teach people about is repurposing information. Okay, so once you do it one time, and say I'm on a Facebook Live. Well, now I want to share that video, or I want to do a video for Twitter, or I want to do a video on YouTube. You don't have to recreate that content, guys. You just repurpose it, okay? And that's something we'll talk about in the future. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. But that's just something I want you to keep in mind. Once you make a video one time, it's yours. You own it. You can do, if you want to put it on multiple platforms, that's quite all right, okay? And then, again, as I was saying before, a lot of the platforms have adopted live videos. So you'll be able to, jump on to most of the main ones now and conduct your live videos where it is that you have your biggest following, where you're trying to create your biggest brand, okay? So I know all of you have probably heard in the past that content is king, okay? Well, just one thing that I want you to remember, guys, content is king. Okay, providing value and being a source for people to come and find you is absolutely king, but video is the master of the kings, okay? So having valuable video content on a consistent basis is, vital to the growth and success of your business, okay? And again, it doesn't matter if you're doing, pre-recorded videos and or you're doing lives. You don't have to be a tech genius in order to do the pre-recorded videos. Maybe you want to test it out and kind of, get your wheels spinning and, get some traction and confidence. Okay, there you can. I primarily, when I do videos, I probably just use iMovie from my MacBook. Okay, but there are tons of free user-friendly softwares out there that you can add music, you can add images, you can have intros, you can have outros, because one of the key points is, well, I'll get to that in just a second, okay? All right, moving on, guys. So, so I think some of these stats here makes it pretty clear about the importance of adding video to your social media strategy, right? So what I want to talk about now is I want to talk about seven reasons why, okay, that you should incorporate videos into your social media strategy, guys. And the number one reason, hands down, is it enables you to build your brand, okay? It helps people to get to know, like, and trust you. It helps people to learn your personality, to be able to interact with you. And you never know, guys. You may say something, or you may provide a piece of value. It may just be something from your background that allows people to connect with you on a personal level. And that is what's going to, help you establish the know, like, and trust. And it helps people to realize that you are authentic and you're genuine in what you're doing. Okay. Reason number two, it's grabbing your audience's attention. Okay. So when you do live videos, people are again, we're social animals. So they want to see what it is that you're doing, what is it that you're involved in, but it doesn't just have to be live. They're, with the software I was talking about previously, if you're doing different videos and you're adding music to it, and you got some crazy intro, it's going to catch your attention. And we all know how busy social media is at this point. So we have to be able to shock. We have to have a wow factor. We have to be able to shock them and be like, hey, what is that? So doing the videos, guys, definitely helps people grab people's attention and gets them looking at what it is that you're talking about, or what opportunities you're offering, things of that nature. Okay. Number three, it drives engagement. Okay. It drives engagement and drives conversation. As people are coming on, they're talking about it. They're highlighting the points that were valuable and important to them. And the important part of driving the value and engagement is it increases your reach, and it optimizes the Facebook algorithm. Okay. Now, guys, I do want to warn you, just a little heads up, when you're doing your Facebook lives or your live videos, make sure that you read the terms and conditions of the platform that you're on, and you are aware of what they call their baiting techniques, okay, or their baiting restrictions. All right. So Facebook has always had baiting restrictions. All right. They don't want you trying to suck people into doing something, taking an action. They want it to be organically and natural. Okay. So it's always been on Facebook videos, but they have redesigned it, and now they're scanning their Facebook lives as well. All right. So some of the things, and I'm just going to give you, this is for training purposes only, okay? Some of the things that Facebook doesn't want you saying in your videos is, click below for something, to get a discount, or comment below for more training, tag your friends and share. They want it to be, Facebook is a value-based platform, and they want to make sure that whatever growth it is, if you find value and you want to share it, well, you share it because of the value you find in it, if that makes sense. Okay. So, just as you're doing your videos, be creative and be thoughtful of what it is that you're trying to do. And again, remember, if you're leading with value, these things will be a lot easier than if you're just trying to sucker somebody into something. Okay. So try things like share your thoughts with me. Tell me how that may impact your business. What do you need help with in your business? So just try to be creative. And the point is to get people in a conversation. Even if it's not during the live session, get them involved in a conversation, get them talking as a community type deal, and it's really going to help the growth. Okay. Number four, and this is an important piece to me, is getting ahead of your competition, guys. Okay. Remember, 100 million hours of video watched and 10 billion videos watched. That's just astronomical, right? Okay. So if you're not in the space, if you're not doing the videos, if you're not part of that 100 million hours or that 10 billion, somebody else is, guys. That's just the bottom line. That's just what it is. And I know we've all heard the term out of sight, out of mind. Well, guys, you got to do everything that you can to make sure that you stay in the mind of your audience. All right. And being in front of your audience means that sometimes you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to break that shell, and you got to figure out what it is that they want, and you got to provide it to them, guys. If you don't, trust me, somebody else will. Okay. And I'm not trying to beat anybody up with, things that we're uncomfortable about. I'm just trying to explain the importance of having that video as part of your social media network, because like I said, guys, if you're not, somebody will. Okay. Number 5 is video is conducive to all age brackets, guys. All right. All age brackets. If it is, Snapchat, for example, that's a younger generation, a younger audience base, but I know that they still have professionals, and, there's still a market for, 25 to 30-year-olds, but the great thing about the different platforms, and the best thing about video, is everybody's drawn to video, guys. It doesn't matter. It has no, it doesn't discriminate against, age or anything like that. So if you're providing value to your audience in the niche it is that you're working, they are going to appreciate it, and they're going to be able to build and grow from that. Okay. So just remember, your message needs to be tailored appropriately to the audience, because I'm going to talk to, and obviously we're not doing anything, unprofessional or, derogatory or negative in that nature. What I mean is I'm going to talk to, my market of 35 to 50-year-olds differently than I'm going to talk to my market of 18 to 25-year-olds, and therefore on the other end. So just make sure that when you are identifying your audience, that you tailor your message that's going to resonate with that audience. Okay. We're getting on through these, guys. I'll be out of your hair very soon. Okay. Number 6, when it comes to videos, one good thing about it is, especially with Facebook, is you can track your results. So it will help you to kind of determine if the topic that you were talking about was good, if maybe you were too short, or maybe you were too long. It will be able to track, and Facebook does all of this tracking for you. I primarily work with Facebook, so I'm not sure of the analytical tools on some of the other platforms, right? But you can determine how long somebody watched it, when did they fall off, how many people watched all of your videos, and then this will help you as you grow your audience, and it will help you determine, do I need to do more of, do I need to do less of, and tracking those in a business standpoint is, very important, guys. Okay. And then that's going to lead me into my 7th and last tip. All right. Is just the power of attracting views and retargeting. Okay. So once someone has watched your video, then they're no longer cold to you. Maybe it was just that attention grabber that you had that, got them to say, hey, let me check out what Daniel Carmack's talking about. And so once they've watched one of your videos, guys, they're no longer cold, and they have the opportunity to, they say, oh, man, I really liked what this person was talking about. Let me go and see if they have some other videos. Let me see what else they're talking about. And the retargeting topic, again, is a different message and a different set of training that I'll go over with you guys. But I just want to make sure that you understand that having that power to attract the views and retarget those individuals could be great for your business, because now you've already started to know to gain the know, like, and trust. They already understand your personality, and you resonate with them on a different level. Okay. So as I explained, guys, the video is essential in your social media strategy. you want to make sure that you are in the forefront of your audience's mind all the time. You want to make sure that you're getting there first, right? You're beating your competition to the punch. So if it's pre-recorded videos, if it's live videos, whatever it is, guys, just, you know, start testing it out, start playing around with some, have a specific topic that you're talking about. And if, you know, if there's a point that you want some tips or training on how to set those things up, you can always reach out to me in Messenger, and you know, we can go over some of the, you know, ways to structure and articulate it, some of the do's and some of the don'ts. Okay. So remember, guys, we're always leading with value, and we're not leading with our wallets. And when you do that, you establish the know, like, and trust. And with your videos, all right, establishing that know, like, and trust is going to lead people to take action, guys. Okay, if it's to provide you an email, or join your team, take a look at your business, or, you know, potentially buy something from you. Once they know who you are and they trust what it is that you're doing, and they trust that you're leading from that value position, things are going to be a lot different for you in your business. Okay. So if you're still nervous about doing videos, guys, just, like I said, just play around with it. You know, and the more you do it, the more you'll get better. Okay. If you're doing videos, great job. Keep it up. If you're not, guys, I just dive in. There's no other way to do it. Plug your nose and jump in the deep end. You know, that's my method. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can take slow steps in and you know, jump in, you know, walk into the shallow end as well. But the bottom line is, guys, is it needs to be there. All right. In some fashion, or form or another. Okay. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it was valuable for you. I appreciate everyone being here. It ran a little bit longer than I was hoping. I got excited, and even though I had my notes, I know I rambled on a little bit in some places. So please don't hold that against me. But again, number one thing that you need for your strategy to work is an audience, and the number one way to grow that audience is through video content, guys. Okay, if it's pre-recorded or if it's live, whatever works for you in your situation. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope everybody stays safe, no firework injuries or anything like that. And next week I'll be back with another exciting topic. We're going to talk about you know, just another piece on how to grow your business. And I hope you all stay safe and well until then. Remember, you know, we build our empire together, and we create our own freedom, guys. Bye for now.